Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Tuesday, so Fancy Fold, and today's Fancy Fold is going to be a gate fold. Now, the gate fold cards were probably the first Fancy Fold that I learned how to make back when I started my Fancy Fold creative folds, I called them at that time, videos. But today we're going to do one as a slimline card. I am using the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. I love the purples and greens in this paper, and I have two pieces that are 1.5 by 8 1/4. Next, what I have is my 3 glimmer paper. Now, these are an online exclusive product, meaning that you can only find them in my online store. I have one piece that is 1.5 by 3 1/4, and then I have two pieces that are 1.5 by 8 1/4. I have a piece of basic white thick cardstock. This measures 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then I have a piece of gorgeous grape. This measures 1 3/4 by 7 1/2. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our gorgeous grape cardstock down to make our slimline. So slimlines are usually 7 inches by 8 1/2. Now you'll notice that my paper is slipping around. I have my grit paper on because I have my glass mat underneath. I am in love with this glass mat. Was not sure if I would like it or not, but I do like to stamp on it. Do not necessarily like to use it when I'm doing my videos because it shows a glare. So that's why I have my grit paper, and you'll see that I kind of fight with that grit paper back and forth because it slides on my glass mat. When I'm stamping on my glass mat, normally I don't use a grit paper because I can just wipe off any smears that I have. So this paper, again, it's just a standard piece of cardstock. We are going to cut it at the 7-inch mark, so it's 7 inches by 8 1/2. And I don't know if you can see, oops, I don't think that cut all the way. On my trimmer, I have 2 different blades. I have a blade at the bottom, and this is an older blade, and that is what I'm using for when I cut my glimmer paper. Think it's very important if you use a sharp blade when you're cutting your glimmer, it dulls it very quick. So I have just keep an old blade right on my trimmer so that I can cut that glimmer paper. Now we're going to flip our piece of cardstock around. Again, this is 7 by 8 1/2, and along the 8 1/2, let's see, this is the 8 1/2 way, so we want to score it on the 7-inch side. I had to think about that for a minute because we are making that slit line. So along the 7-inch, we are going to score it at the 1 3/4, and then we're going to flip it around, and we're going to score it again at 1 3/4. This is going to make our gate fold. Grab my bone folder and make nice crisp score lines here. Going to bring in my Designer Series paper, and we are going to adhere that to our glimmer. This glimmer paper is so nice. If you have been a stamper for a while, you know glimmer paper used to be, once you cut it, there was little flakes of the glimmer all over the place. That's not the case anymore with our glimmer paper. When you cut it, there's no glimmer flying all over. Now I've got my adhesive a little too much, so I'm just going to take that and curl it around, bring in that other piece of glimmer. This is a great way to get lots of cards from our designer series paper. Our designer series paper is, well, my hands are shaky here, is so beautiful. We hate to waste it. So this is just a great way just to show small pieces of. Now we're going to take our adhesive and put it on the back of the glimmer. That is going to go onto our gatefold. Now because this gatefold has a tendency to fold up, we are going to do what I call a belly band. I think belly bands probably outdate myself because we used to use belly bands for our kids when they were little. I don't think they do that anymore, but a belly band used to hold the belly button in. So this belly band is going to hold our card together. So we are just going to put it around to the back side like so and add some adhesive. I see I added a little bit more adhesive than I wanted, but not a problem. We're going to go ahead, pull that off, and put that seam to the front. And then we can cover that up where I added too much adhesive. Well, my card doesn't want to go. There it goes. So I added too much adhesive, so we're just going to go ahead in with that smaller piece of glimmer and cover that right up like so. So now we've got our belly band. Next, what I'm going to bring in, I have already taken the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder. I inked it with a gorgeous grape and die cut the hello, and now we're going to grab some dimensionals so that we can put that right on that belly band. Again, the belly band is the perfect way to kind of hold this card together. Grab those pieces off. My hello across there like so. Going to bring in my purple fine gems. These gems are found in the January through April mini catalog that's going on right now. Remember, also going on right now till the end of February is that celebration promotion. Want to make sure you check that out. And there we have a fun, easy gatefold card in a slimline. Oh, forgot to put my thick white on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I told you about the piece. It's 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. That goes on the inside because I think it's hard to write on the darker cardstock. So go ahead and put that belly band back on. And there you have a fun fancy fold. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.